TBWA Hunt Lascaris recently attended the Ad Review Awards, where they walked away with Agency of the Decade. They were commended on the evening for their creativity for 2009. I had a chat to Group MD Gavin Heron about what this award means to them.
It's a fantastic recognition for a huge amount of work that has gone by over the last 10 years. I think that for us, we were really championing the beginning part of the decade, or the first half of the decade. Had a little bit of a slump, but we came back very strongly in 2009. So the 2009 recognition, I think, is enormously satisfying. And, you know, it's something that's judged by your peers. So when your peers are saying that you deserve this, it's a fantastic accolade. But it's something that's on the past. And for us, it's about now, what about the next 10 years? Obviously, it's preferable to be the sole winner, but you know, one has to give due respect and acknowledgement to the Jupiter Drawing Room. They've had a fantastic 10 years. They were a relatively small agency, and now they're a very big agency. And so, you know, I think that the recognition was for different reasons. I think Jupiter's was a growth story. For us, it was a creative story, which has been what TBWA Hunt Lascaris has always been about, is being the leading creative agency in South Africa, in Africa, and hopefully in the world. So it's kudos to them. I think we'll have to have a football game where we can actually have a shootout or something. The previous 10 years, I think we did fantastic work for Tiger brands. We have a large number of Tiger brands, and I think some of the most brilliant work came out for Fatties and Monies and Black Cat Peanut Butter. It's difficult to do great award-winning work for a fast-moving consumer goods client, but you know, we managed to achieve that. We did really breakthrough innovative work for Nando's, where at the last election, not the most recent one, the previous one, we actually registered them as a political party. Which allowed us to get a whole lot of free advertising. But I think what's happened with the agency is it's moved more away from really traditional one TV ad to a very strong integrated marketing approach. So in the most recent time, we did the Tsotsi campaign, which was the very successful movie that came out of South Africa, where we distributed DVDs into the Pirates distribution network. And when people watched that, they then got into 10 minutes, 20 minutes into the DVD, and then a sign came out and said, you know, please don't support piracy, buy the real thing. So that was extremely innovative. Most recently, I think the work that we've done for Standard Bank has been huge, huge work, because it's taken work that we've done in South Africa into a global space. We launched across Africa, across the world, including the UK, China, Argentina. So that we've become a global player. And then the Zimbabwean campaign, which has been for us this last year, and still continues to be this campaign that just seems to have captured the imagination of the world. And it just keeps on winning and winning. And I think that it was this amazingly simple yet innovative idea that just connected with people, where we used the currency as the vehicle for the message. So, you know, I think that we've had a history of fantastic work, but we're moving more into a more sort of integrated space where there's a lot more components to the advertising and a lot more understanding of how media behavior or how audiences respond to the media they're using. And that, I think, has moved us into a different space. So it's been a big shift for us, and I think that the work that the agency has done over the past 10 years has always been leading edge. And it's changing into become relevant in the sort of new era where audiences are more powerful in the choice of how they want to consume media. Awards are the currency for creative people. If you want to attract creative people and retain creative people, you need to be able to provide them with opportunities to win awards. That's what they leverage in their own careers, it's what's in their books. So without awards, I think the ability to attract and retain the best creative people is extremely difficult. For the client side, I think that a lot of clients would argue that they don't really like, well, creative awards not really relevant. But on the other hand, when they do win awards, they are as celebratory of those awards as the agency is. But I also think the argument used to be that awards and relationship to business growth are separate. And I think the argument has been proven again and again that the better the creative product is, the better the growth story is on the client side. So for me, it has to be a win-win. It's about talent and it's about growing my client's business. And without those two things, I don't think you have a successful agency.